welcome back. We are going thrifting. So it is Sunday, so our options are a little limited, but that's okay. We're going to start off at Goodwill. I feel like this is going to be a good day. Maybe that's just me being hopeful, but I'm raring to go when it comes to thrifting. So as always, I'll put the timestamp right here if you want to fast forward right to the haul. But without further ado, let's go thrifting. I don't know what that was. Let's go thrifting. So first stop of the day was Goodwill to check out their inventory. Right away, I stumbled across this piece right here. Something about the style and the shape of it really caught my eye, and it was interesting enough to me that I picked it up. I also saw this piece too. It reminded me of one of my favorite movies as a kid, and something about it just made me want to grab it. And this price truly caught me by surprise. I used the Google lens on it too, but it was not going for that. So I'm not sure why Goodwill decided to price it for that. Oh, and when I saw this picture, I instantly fell in love. This was beyond gorgeous to me. It was just such a cute, adorable find. I really thought that it was a good price too, so there was no way I was leaving the store without this piece. And this was a cool and funky piece. I really liked the handles of it and thought it was a homemade piece, but still really cool and adorable. And this was just a very interesting style candelabra. I've never seen something like it before. It was just so unique that I think it added to its charm. And although typically I go for taper style candlestick holders, I also like looking at pillar style candle holders too. And this was a beautiful artwork piece. I really love the flower painting on it. It was just a little too bulky for my liking though, which is why I passed on it. Also, I really liked this picture as well. Just thought it was a very serene picture and it would have been a great picture to frame. And unfortunately, the lamp section has been lacking a lot lately. I've been looking for a particular style with not much luck, so that's unfortunate, but it happens. And totally shocked by this find, but this was a tiny chest, which was in good condition. However, I do think that the price was still a little high. They essentially wanted $100 for this piece. Truthfully, I don't think it should have been any more than $50, but that's just me. But a few shocking prices aside, I will say that I did find some good finds here. So it definitely wasn't the best haul at Goodwill, but it wasn't a total bust either. I got a few things, but I will say I was a little shocked by the prices of other things. And so I didn't leave with much. So we're gonna go to one more thrift store and hopefully 2 antique malls today. So let's head on over. So this store was considered a flea market, although I would say it was more in the realms of an antique mall, but I wanted to check it out. I saw this candle holder, which I thought was a really nice size. I liked the style of it. I was not sure what the material was, but I do really like it anyways. Now this shop in particular is actually rather small, but despite the fact that it is small in square footage, it had some amazing finds. For instance, this cast iron basket set that was 3 for $35. I actually think that's a pretty good deal for those pieces. Also, this desk was only $15. $15 is a great price for a desk. All it needs is a simple makeover. There were a lot of things that caught my eye in this store, and I wish I spent more time looking. Not everything was in the best condition, as you can see from the statue right here, but I will say most of the stuff was priced accordingly to its condition that it was in. I also spotted this jug and wanted to see what the price was. It was $25, which is not an awful price. I picked up a smaller size for a better price, so I was pretty happy with that. But I will say this place was a gold mine. Wow. Okay. It's always the small places that have the best stuff. Like, it's not a big store at all, but the vendors there had a lot of stuff. Decor wise, it was a gold mine. Loved it though. Definitely coming back here. But if I ended it right now, I'd say this was a really good haul. But I really want to go to the other 2 places. I feel like I might be missing out on something if I don't take a look. So let's go. And so the last place I went to is actually an antique mall I've been to in the past. It is a mix of old and new stuff, but I typically do still find some pretty good vintage pieces. Such as these simple style frames. I absolutely adore them. They were perfect for what I was looking for. I was actually looking for frames for artwork that I've been working on, and so they were just a perfect grab. I also loved this wood bowl right here. Had it not been $65, I definitely would have picked it up, but I just love the fact that it was a conglomerate of other wood pieces. I also really love this rug too. Wasn't sure if it was actually being sold, but it was gorgeous. But surprisingly, a lot of vintage knickknacks just in this store. And I found this stool too. At first I was going to grab it, but last minute I decided not to just because of the structural integrity of it. Also love this wood cutting board, but $22 was just a little too high for my liking. And this pot was adorable. Love the outside detail of it. Could have been a great planter pot. Also really adored this tablecloth. I just thought it was a really cute pattern on it. And I must have looked around this store at least 6 times before I finally called it quits and was ready to head out. So unfortunately, I did spend way too much time in there, and now it is closing time for the 4th place. So we won't be able to go to another place like I hoped I would, but that's okay because this is still a really large haul. So maybe that's probably for the best. So I'm gonna head home. I'm hungry. You're probably ready to see the thrift haul. So with that being said, it's thrift haul time. Okay, so first up is this piece right here. I just really love the design of it though. It is so beautiful, quite charming actually. And I wasn't exactly sure what this was, but it has holes on it, so it made me think that it was probably like an incense holder for burning incense, but really loved it. Love that this part came off. It just is a cute piece, and you know, I had to grab it. It was $7.99. It's a fair price, but something that I've never seen before. Really love that it was just a unique piece, so for me, I just had to pick it up. So next up, nothing special, but I just got these salad forks for tossing salad. Just thought they were cute. A very cool decorative piece, but also very useful. It's a Pampered Chef item, and obviously I love the color of the wood, so I thought this was a good grab. It was $2.99, which I really liked the style of it. I thought this would be a cool piece to put on my styling shelf as well. I have so many wood salad bowls, it'd be nice to actually have something to toss salad with, so I was really happy to pick these up. Again, $2.99, so I think that's pretty good. So when I saw this piece, it instantly brought me back to like watching Beauty and the Beast. So I got this piece. If you're familiar with Beauty and the Beast, there is a single rose that's blooming in this little kind of glass dome piece. And I liked it because of that. No idea what you're supposed to actually use these for. If anyone knows actually what this style in particular is used for, please let me know. I mean, is it for like a very small cake? A single cupcake? I think this would be a really cool piece just to do something fun and whimsical with. So I was thinking like a nod to Beauty and the Beast and doing some kind of floral arrangement inside, maybe some dried florals. I adore it. I think it's so cute. This one was $4.99, which I thought was a fair price. I think I'm just gonna do something fun and a little bit different. So I thought this was a cool grab for $5. And the last piece I picked up at Goodwill was this picture right here. I love this style. I love the style so much. This is actually kind of trendy too, so I was very surprised to actually see it in Goodwill. Specifically, I would love the style even if it wasn't in trend right now, but I've seen styles like this all over Pinterest, Instagram. Some very popular home decor websites actually have this kind of style. To find this at Goodwill, honestly surprised. I also really love the fact that it is actually glass. Honestly, I'm so glad I found this. I'm so glad that I went back to Goodwill. I think I'll use this as a kitchen item. So tempted to use it as home decor. This is just a perfect piece for an outdoor setup and when you're entertaining. So this one was only $5.99, which I was so surprised by. I would have expected at least $8.99 for this, but I am not complaining that it's only $5.99. So next up, I went to kind of like an antique mall. I got a few things there which I was really happy about. One of which is actually this jacket. There is a funny story involving this jacket. For the purpose of this video, I won't go into it, but a short video will be up on Instagram if you want to go check it out. Anyways, this jacket was from a new vendor who was actually moving in, so I actually got something else from this vendor as well. It is this mirror right here. Love that it was an oval. This frame though is not metal. I'm pretty sure it's wood actually, but I loved it. It was a simple style. I actually saw it upside down and she's like, "Are you looking at the mirror?" I was like, "Yeah." She said $5 for it, so I thought $5 for a mirror like this is pretty fair. Just love the shape. It was very simple. Love the color of it. Thought it was just a good find for $5. It's funny too. So I was talking to my husband about decor. I was talking about things that I was going to hang up and things I was planning on not keeping, maybe selling on Marketplace. I was pointing to a mirror talking about, because it's not really my style anymore, so I was thinking about selling it on Marketplace. He's like, "Oh, I like that mirror though." He's like, "Yeah, I actually like mirrors in the house." I was like, "Oh, really? Mirrors are okay." I just kind of took that conversation and just ran with it. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna look for some mirrors now. Actually, I've been looking for mirrors anyways, but I was just like, he likes mirrors in the house. Okay. I was like, I can work with that. So most likely this will be in the hallway. Picked it up for $5. Thought that was good. So the reason I actually even found out about this place is because one of the vendors posted on Facebook Marketplace. So the next two pieces that I'm going to show you is literally the sole reason why I decided to travel, just to get to this place and check it out. So these beauties, I love them. As soon as I saw them, I envisioned them in this living room down here. So based on just the condition of them, I would guess that they are a vintage piece. You can actually find similar styles on Amazon right now. So these were just a definite must. I needed to have these. These would be great vanity trays, but I think I'm gonna style these in a living room. I think these would look awesome in a living room. I just can't get it out of my head to not have it in this space down here. When I first saw these, I picked them up and I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. But in retrospect, I do think the prices that I got them for were pretty fair. So this small one was $9, and then this larger one was $12. At first, I was only gonna buy one, but I was like, you know what? No, I want both. Treat yourself. Oh, let me just point out too, I don't think this is actually brass, but regardless, I like it. I think $9 and $12 was worth it for this because this is going to be a piece in my home that I know will be in my house for a very long time. But yeah, I was like, this is why I'm gonna go back there. And the last thing that I got at this flea market / antique mall place was this crock right here. So if you watched last week's video, I showed you like kind of like a whole wall of like crocks and jugs. They were too high up, as I mentioned, so I didn't buy any, but then it was like kind of on my mind for the entire week. So I was like, okay, let me just look. So I stumbled across it. Thought it was so awesome to find them. First of all, great size, gorgeous color. Love the texture of it too. It's imperfect and I love that, but I just love these so much. They're great pieces and I think it will mix well actually with the old and new that's going in my house right now. Just gorgeous. I love it. So this one was $15. Honestly, for the size, I think that's fair. I see it around that price, usually higher at flea markets because most vendors know what they have and what it's worth. The fact that I got an old stoneware for $15, I was more than happy with that. So I got 3 frames. Let's start though with this one. So this is a simple wood style frame that is painted or spray painted gold. The simple detail is really just what sold me. It's beautiful and elegant, but still on a simple and understated side. Perfect kind of frame to have some artwork because it's not going to distract from it. But I've also been really getting into painting. I'm not really good at it, but it's just a fun way to spend some time. I just wanted to thrift some very inexpensive frames. This one though, I do recall this one being $1.95, which honestly under $2 for a frame like this, I think that's fair. And so I was really happy about this one. The next frame was this one. Obviously love the wood, although this inset right here, I was fooled into believing that it was a metal piece, but it's actually part of the wood frame too. I like the fact that they made this ledge a little bit different and painted it gold. I think it actually makes it stand out more. I love the style of frame. It's the second biggest size that I bought today, but I do believe I have a canvas size big enough for this too. But I think this color wood is perfect for like a green landscape background. Just really happy I picked this one up. I believe this one was $1.95 as well. So $1.95 for this frame. Again, good price. And the last frame that I picked up was this one. Again, a great color of wood, and it has the same kind of inset that has the gold detail edge. Just love that. I think it's great. I have no idea what size this is. I probably have a tape measure around here somewhere, but I'm too lazy to get it. So yeah, another great frame. This one was $3.95, which I think is a great price. Last week I was thrifting small frames for about that price. Love that these are vintage frames. Obviously none of these came with the backing and none of them came with glass. So I don't mind that at all because I'm using them as artwork frames. All the frames also have like this inset right here, perfect for putting in canvas board. So woo! Love it, love it, love it. I'm always looking for books. Older style books are great, but I did find this book that is the color that I kind of want to incorporate into this room, so I picked it up. It is this book right here. I think this honestly is a beautiful color green. Love it. It was a simple book that I feel like would be appropriate for a bookshelf like this. The previous owner, whoever it was doing math, geometry in the back of this. Copyright for this book was 1934, so that's pretty cool that it's such an old book. And if it dates back to 1934, that's a really good condition book. This one was $3.99. $3.99 I don't think is an awful price. I think the most I've spent on an older style book was $10, and that was only because it has the aesthetic that I was going for. But other than that, I will say that I typically keep it below $5 because vintage books are pretty easy to find. Okay, last but not least, I found this stoneware piece. Obviously, I had the crock in mind when I was shopping, and I saw this piece and I was just like, oh, this is so beautiful. This is like the same color. And so I was like, yeah, I want this. I just really love these stoneware pieces. They are gorgeous. They are simple. I don't know what these were originally used for, but this one kind of reminds me of a dog bowl. It's still cute though. Just love the cream color of it. This would be a great small planter, or stoneware like this I think is pretty cool on its own too. I think it's nice enough honestly to be a lone piece if you want it to be, or in like a grouping of other stoneware type pieces. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember, I believe this one was $8. $8 is fair. If I didn't find the crock before, I probably wouldn't have picked this one up, but yeah, I just love these older style pieces, and so I was willing to fork up $8 for. The dancing says it all. I am so happy with this haul. This was a good haul. So many great vintage pieces, but definitely the antique mall flea market, that was a gold mine. I'm super happy that I stumbled across that one, and that will be one that I definitely return to. So if you liked this video though, or if you liked anything from the haul, definitely make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, I'll link below for you another video to watch if you're new here, or if you're just looking for something else to watch and you're ready to go on a binge. This is a good place to start. But I want to say thank you so much for watching, and thank you for thrifting with me. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Love them! Love this color.
Got a lot of energy today. Energy, 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 energy. Ooh, that sounds good.